name is Maya Joykana, and today we are going to talk about why the pursuit of comfort and security are not the safest path for you in this lifetime, and why, although your soul may be drawn to those things, why those things are not actually the answer to your existential pain, and why this is actually really, really exciting and good for you, and why, even though Scorpio energy can look a little bit scary on the outside, why it is an amazing and powerful energy, and why you will not regret the events of this life. There's a quote that comes to mind for you. I wonder if some of you guys have heard it, and that quote is, you can't take anything with you when you die. You can't take anything with you when you die. And people say, like, if you're trying to save money or stuff like that, you know, some sassy friend will be like, hey, you know, just so you know, like, you can't take anything with you when you die. And it's meant to mean, like, you know, you can't take your money, you can't take your car, you can't take your house, so make sure you're spending some time in your life building other things. Because ultimately, all of this, it's not going to come with us after this life, and this is not going to come with us either. These physical bodies, right, have nothing whatsoever to do with who we actually are as a being. And so as much as we invest in them and try to be proud of who we are and how we present ourselves, ultimately this is going back to the earth, and this is going to become dust. But I want to say something about the quote that you can't take anything with you when you die, and that is that it's not actually true. It's true that, yes, you cannot take your bank account with you when you die, and you cannot take your house with you when you die, and you cannot take your possessions, no matter how beautiful, no matter how lovely, you cannot take them with you. You might be thinking, you're talking a lot about death, and you guys, Scorpio energy is about this in a way. There are some things that you can take with you when you die, and the pursuit of those things is why you're here in this lifetime. One thing that you can take with you when you die are your experiences, particularly those experiences which helped you to grow your soul. We take that growth with us into the amazing afterlife, into the higher realms, into our next life. And what else do we take with us? There's one other really big thing that we do take with us when we die, and that is our relationships and soul connections. Deep connections with other souls, the type that makes you lose yourself almost as you merge together with another being. Those profound soul-to-soul mergers, we take those with us when we die. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. You are to pursue and invest in those things that you can take with you when you die. And you're here to learn that you survive death, and that everything worth having also survives death, and that death is not real, and destruction is not real. Everything that ever has been created was created from a part of you that cannot be destroyed. Taurus North Node likes to stick with the tried and true in a lot of cases, right? And there's such beautiful mastery that you guys all have over this material plane and everything. And typically the most secure thing for anybody to do is to stick with what's known, what's been shown to work, etc. And your comfort zone's going to lie in doing that. But your soul's trajectory in this lifetime involves moving into that which is unknown. So Taurus relates to that which can be held in our hands, that which we can see and touch with our hands. And Scorpio relates to that which cannot be seen, that which is not known, that which lies deep within us, the depths of our psychology. Scorpio is about getting in touch with that beauty that comes from the truth of the wholeness of our being. You know, not that which lies on the surface, but that which lies deep below the surface. And the pursuit of those sort of mysteries and the quest to uncover what lies below the surface is the essence of this lifetime for you. I already know what lies on the surface, but I also know that there is something more. You know that there's something more. You know that you're not fully satisfied by what material life has to offer. You're not satisfied by that anymore. And know that there's something more, that it can't be seen and it can't be touched, and it's calling your name, and you're here to get in touch with that something more. You're here to take risks. And I know that can sound really scary, and it's like, but I might lose everything. How can I say this? It might be your path to lose everything. And as long as you're afraid of that, as long as you're afraid of losing everything, then you'll fail to become the person that you're truly meant to be. And this world can sometimes confuse us. It can make us feel like our worth, our security is defined by what or how much we have. There's a part of you that knows that that isn't true. That security comes from knowing that power that lives within you, within your soul, that comes from the divine. And sometimes when you have this placement, life becomes this epic journey in coming to know that power which is immaterial. And sometimes that can happen from losing what we think that we need to be secure. What I want to say in defense of Scorpio is this quote that my husband, who has his South Node in Scorpio, says all the time. Sometimes you have to lose everything to gain everything. That must sound so immensely frightening. At the same time, there's probably a part of you that feels exhilaration in that knowingness. That, like, actually, if you divest yourself willingly of everything that is holding you to where you are right now, your soul will be able to soar. You'll be able to move beyond the planes of this existence, which are no longer satisfying you. At least once in your life, probably more than once. You're going to need to, how to say this? I'm so sorry. Losing everything is going to be a part of your life. You're not actually going to lose anything that matters. And you're going to realize that through the process of losing what you think matters and realizing that you have not actually lost anything. The lesson is going to be about discovering who you are when everything that you thought you were is taken away. There's two ways that you can approach this. One, you can accept that fact and you can willingly move towards the rebirth process and towards the process of that which is going to allow you to transform and build your life anew, and then life will support you in that. You can either willingly let go of everything that you have and everything that you are and allow life to show you who and what you're going to be next. Or you can grasp on tighter to what you think you are and what has brought you security in the past, and then life will dramatically take it from you. That's my sense. It's just a matter of time. If you're young, things might still be going good for you as you are in that Taurus energy. As time goes on, the more tightly you hold on to something, the more likely your Scorpio North Node is to rip it away from you. Your Scorpio North Node just wants you to know where your true power lies. And it doesn't lie in that person. It doesn't lie in that job. It doesn't lie in that thing that you have. It knows that if you believe that any part of your power or worth is wrapped up in that thing, then you're not really in touch with the amazing and incredible power of your soul. Does that make sense? There's a part of you that's so much more than what you've allowed yourself to be. As much as the responsible people of this world may tell you otherwise, the pursuit of that path that your intuition is calling you towards, even though it doesn't feel safe, that it's the safest bet for you. That for you, trusting in that intense energy that is magnetizing you to the experiences of transformation and change. That is the safest path for you. If you go down that path and you take that risk to leave behind that which you know and that which you've been before, and to actively go in a direction that you know is going to change you, that you know is going to transform you, life is going to shower you with a true abundance beyond what you have ever known. I want that for you so bad. You probably came from a family that just instilled into you, like, this is the type of job that you need to have, and you need to build savings, blah, 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 blah. And this is how to be secure in this world. And I'm sure the conditioning is very, very strong. Life is going to do everything possible to try to liberate you of that conditioning. Who you were born as and who you die as are not going to be the same person. The path of North Node in Scorpio, or North Node in the 8th house, is almost to reincarnate while you are within your physical body. Think about, who would I be if I didn't have any fear? Who would I be if money didn't exist? Who would I be if I didn't have any possessions? And then the answers to those questions, allow them to start to inform your next steps. It's a good feeling to know that you're stable, right? But you want to ask, what makes me feel exhilarated? What am I doing when I feel a tremendous power running through my being? And then do more of that, and then do more of that, and then do more of that. Your soul wants to transform, and life is going to create experiences that allow you to transform. Now, a lot of times, like, those experiences will manifest as crisis. Like, I know people who have displacement, who had like a parent die when they were really young, or like their entire house burned down, or they somehow, like, life put them in a crisis where they lost everything. I know it's like so mind-blowing sometimes. In order to become fearless, there's really only one way, and that is to stand face to face with that which we fear the most, and to realize through interacting with that which we fear the most that there is actually nothing to fear. If what you fear the most is like losing your job, you'll probably lose your job. If you actually say, okay, universe, okay, I understand that this lifetime is about coming to know that part of myself that cannot be destroyed. I understand that my soul has already mastered the material plane, and I am now ready to transform myself. And you start to think, like, which experiences in life will allow me to transform? And you reach out. Oh, I'm getting chills. Like, reach out to those experiences that you know are going to change you, that you know are going to transform you, that you know are going to pull you out of your comfort zone. Then catastrophe won't be necessary. This North Node likes psychology, for example, like likes deep diving into the recesses of our subconscious mind. We can ignore our soul's desire for us to deep dive into the depths of our mind, and therefore we can get a depression or anxiety or mental illness or something like that until eventually we decide to do the deep diving. Or we can say, I don't want to have the experience of being depressed. I'm going to willingly choose to explore my psychology without life needing me to experience great suffering to do that. The same sort of thing in relationships. Move into that relationship where you feel that, you feel that pull from deep within your being towards somebody, but that person is not secure, that person is not safe, that person is not the type of person that you would commit to and that your parents would be happy with you marrying. They're not. But yet they bring you in touch with something more in your being that you had not known before. That experience is going to be part of your life path. Either you can go with what your past experience is telling you to do anyway and choose that secure partner with whom you can build wealth in the material, who's going to be predictable. And then you can end up, for the sake of teaching, dramatic example, you can have an affair and lose everything. Your partner gets the house, your partner gets the car, everything else, your spouse that you married for the wrong reasons. Or you can say, I understand that my path is to merge deeply with another soul and come to trust in the experience of deep diving into the unknown. Therefore, I will choose that partner with whom I feel that unexplainable connection, even though that person cannot offer me the comfort and security that I crave. What you actually find is that you combine with that person and you are profoundly transformed as a result of that combination, and you experience an abundance from merging your resources together and your gifts together and your souls together that allows you to expand beyond the confines of this world even. Everything in life is like that for you. Going with the safe bet is just not the safest option for you in this lifetime. When you listen to your inner voice, when you listen to that part of you that is calling you into the unknown, when you listen to your intuition, when you listen to your dreams, go into the unknown. You already know what's going to happen in this known world. And it's not going to lead to deep satisfaction for you. It's not seeking out transformation will lead to deep satisfaction for you. If you're doing something and you're feeling exhilarated, you're on track. If you feel yourself compelled to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff, especially material things, or divest yourself of a bunch of stuff to free up energy to create something new, then you are on track. If you feel yourself being compelled to dig up secrets, to deep dive into your own being or into the mysteries of life, you are on track. If you feel yourself willingly embracing a process of rebirth, you are on track. If you feel within yourself a growing desire or even intention to face your fears, you are on track. Know that rebirth is natural. For every day, there is a night. For every summer, there is a winter. You're coming from the cycle of living in the day, and you're moving into the cycle of coming to understand yourself through the experience of surviving winter, of surviving night. It's very survival oriented. And to ask that question, what part of me survives death? What is the core part of this being? Who am I really beyond all of this material stuff? You are here now to get in touch with that which cannot be touched or known like through our tangible senses, and yet to still sense it. Like those are like the best experiences that life has to offer, and you're here for that. So like you should be proud even though it can be scary. You feel me? Please, please, please do not hold on to the things or people or jobs or patterns that are no longer helping you grow, because I do not want you to have to face a crisis or a catastrophe when the universe insists on taking those from you, because you will not willingly let go of them. Okay? If something in your life is no longer leading to growth, then it's not going to be in alignment with your soul's highest path. Seek out growth. Seek out growth, my loves. Like, seek out growth. Seek out transformation. Seek to make contact with that which cannot be held in your hand. Seek to know yourself beyond that which you own, beyond your security. Life begins at the edge of your comfort zone. You can take things with you when you die, but you cannot take any of this. You've got this. You're a powerful being. You are ready. You are ready to become that which you've always wanted to be. You are ready to take the risk. You are ready to take the leap. You are ready to sell the house, sell the car, sell all your clothes, and get on that plane and go abroad and start your new life. You're ready. It's time. You're going to succeed. It's going to be amazing. You are going to come to understand that part of you that you really are, and it's going to be so cool. And thank you for your service to the planet, and thank you for being here, and don't be afraid. There's so much to gain by facing your fears. Sometimes you really do have to lose everything to gain everything, and to know that there's nothing worth having that can really be lost in the first place. I feel so much love for all of you guys with your North Node in Scorpio. You're going to get through this. You're going to survive. You're going to thrive. And your soul is having the most epic lifetime that ever could be have. So go forth, let go of who you think you've been, and become that person that you've always wanted to be. And feel the power and exhilaration flowing through you as you do this, because that is why you are here and your transformation process has begun. Much love to you guys. Many, 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 many blessings. Remember, you've got this. Everything's going to be okay. And there is comfort and there is security that lies way beyond this material world. And you're gonna come to know that, and it's gonna be amazing. Okay, bye.